Hey guys, with the recent recall of the Peloton treadmill, I know you might be asking yourself, is my home treadmill safe for use? I'm Kat Calm, I'm the founder of Studio Sweat onDemand. We have classes where our members can use any piece of equipment. A lot of them have treadmills, because of that, I thought it was important to talk about some safety tips that you might consider when it comes to your at-home cardio, specifically your treadmill. Now, I am not with a product safety committee or anything like that. Let me just preface this with that. I am just someone who's been in the fitness industry for my entire life, been with Studio Sweat onDemand for decades. We stay agnostic with our equipment. But again, if you have a home treadmill, please watch this. Please share it with anyone who you think might benefit from this information. So let's go into some of the tips. Number one, okay, and I've got like 4 or 5. Number one, when it comes to your treadmill, it should be heavy. It should not be easy to move at all. As a matter of fact, the back end of the treadmill especially should be so heavy that there is no way that you can just lift it, okay? You would have to take it down like this and then use your legs. And that was all my legs to lift this. And then carefully put it down, not hurting yourself. Okay, now, one of the problems that you saw with some of those videos on the recall or other treadmills is that the back end was very light, right? It should not be. I think part of the reason for that is the front end of some of those treadmills are so heavy. I mean, you could be on it, it could flip forward because of the weight and balance. So, again, if it's easy to move, that's probably no bueno. You want it to be heavy, you want it to be solid, and you want it to be very difficult to move. And I'm like out of breath from that one lift right there. So think about that. Next thing, I meant to have this closer, but when you look at the gap, like the biggest gap that's under your treadmill, how big is it? You look at this treadmill, it's got about a 4-inch gap underneath it, okay? I wouldn't want anything much bigger than that. Same thing in the very back. You can't see this, but I'm looking at the gap here, and it's about 5 inches, okay? So you have to think, what can get under that, right? Can my kid get under it? Can my pet get under it? What if your pet got underneath it and you didn't know, right? What if your cat was sleeping underneath it? So you have to think about that. How big is the gap? Think about it. Make sure that it seems like a safe gap for you. If you think about your swimming pool fences, right? Each slat is only 3 inches apart by law in most states. That's so that things that are living can't get through it, right, easily. So same with your treadmill. Okay. Is the area, this is the next tip, is the area around your treadmill clear? Now, we don't all have plush New York apartments with spacious living rooms and private rooms that we can have our cardio equipment in. I get it, okay? That being said, just do make sure that the space around your treadmill is as clear as possible. Should it have to be in a locked room? I mean, we buy our cardio equipment to use at home. A lot of you are not going to have a special locked room that you can put your cardio equipment in, nor, in my opinion, should you have to, okay? So just wanted to address that. Next thing, your treadmill should have a safety key or some sort of mechanism, like this one has a stop button. If I'm on this treadmill and I'm walking and all of a sudden something happens, I slap that button, it stops the belt. It completely stops the belt, right? Some of them have safety keys, but no matter what treadmill you're on, I'll put this down, no matter what treadmill you're on, it should have some sort of safety stop that instantly stops that belt from moving. So if you don't have that, you might want to reevaluate your equipment. Last thing, and this is just a suggestion, is that when you're done with your treadmill, turn it off, then go and unplug it, okay? Sorry, there's no plug over there, but it's for dramatic effect, okay? I do that every time I get off my treadmill. It takes 2 seconds. I'm in the habit of it. I actually tuck the cord underneath it. And then that way when I'm pulling it out, maybe I make sure that there is nothing underneath my treadmill, like my cat. So those are things to think about. And last thing here, guys, if you don't have room for a treadmill or you're scared to use a treadmill now, think about spinning. It is the best workout on the planet. It doesn't plug in, it is man-powered. That doesn't mean that you can't see injuries occur on spin bikes. Little hands can get caught, if you're rotating the pedals, stuff like that. But a spin bike doesn't take up very much room. And again, it's man-powered, so you're probably gonna see less incidents and you get a killer cardio workout. All right, friends, I'm just giving this to you because I want you to tread and sweat safely. And if you're looking for some other workouts to try, just head over to Studio Sweat On Demand. Thank you.